Hi, this is vlog number 2,
Or three.
maybe 3,
I don't
after
know.
like 2 months of not, probably more, of not vlogging.
Anyway, today, just to let you know where we're at with our project. So technically, we still haven't gotten our permit for the launch event, which is in 2 days.
We've submitted it, we've done all that.
We submitted it about a month ago. We've we've been getting traffic management plans amended over and over again. We have notified all the local residents that it's taking place. Given that we hadn't gotten our launch event permit, we were like, we need to get something built like before the event happens, so that there's something there.
Last 1 or 2 weeks, we've had a lot of workshop days, a lot of hands-on days with a lot of our, not volunteers, members, and we're not carpenters at all, but we've tried our best to build furniture, and it's looking pretty decent. And the most recent one, we installed water barrels on our site to make this a really community engaged watering sort of
Yeah.
program where they can walk past and water it. And I thought, hey, that's amazing. We bought 2 water barrels, they filled up, we stuck them down so they can't move, and they have taps so people can fill them up whenever they want.
So the whole idea of this water barrel idea was that council very early on in the project said, look, we're not going to be maintaining your site. You need to be able to demonstrate that you can water everything, that you can clean the rubbish, because we're not going to be doing that for you guys. And that was one of their concerns very early on, that they don't want to get a project off the ground and then it just sort of falls to ruin. So we've had to do a lot of work demonstrating that, no, look, we want our group to be ongoing. We want this community project to really demonstrate that the community looks after its little pockets of public space. And one of the ideas of getting people engaged with that was to have this social experiment, and everyone loved this idea of having a social experiment, that we would put these water barrels up on site, that people would when they're walking home from the train station, they would come past the site and there'd be a little sign that says, help, water our plants. I was last watered on this date. And they'd fill up a watering can and they would go and they'd sprinkle about the site. And, if everyone, one in every 10 people did that, then our site might be well maintained. It'd be a social experiment. If the plants died, we would just be like, okay, look, it failed. We'll take care of it with a more formal watering regime.
Yeah, so today we found out that our water tanks aren't allowed to be there. And we have until the launch event, which is 2 days from now, to get rid of the water barrels and the something like 200 litres of water that's in there.
400 litres.
400 litres of water that's in there. After months of having our plans sent to council, maybe like a month ago they knew about this, only recently, after we built it, after it took us 2 days to build the standings for it, after that we could have spent those 2 days building something else, which we still need to build, we are told we need to get rid of it. And on top of that, we also need to put a fence around our site, which was like one of our key things that we did not want at all.
So yeah, I think the most frustrating part of it is that council really early on said, look, we're not going to financially contribute to the actual, the park itself. We're not going to be providing ongoing maintenance of the site. And you guys have to demonstrate that you can maintain it, or we won't approve it. And we were like, okay, cool, fine, we'll do it. We kept hitting snags with our proposals about getting road crossings put in. We wanted to do traffic counts to demonstrate that it's worth putting a pedestrian crossing in because people are already crossing that at those areas. And we just kept getting brick wall after brick wall after brick wall. And now...
It's finally like shot us in the foot.
Oh, it's really disappointing because like today... yeah, one of the council officers were like, look, it's really nice what you're, it's really nice what you guys are doing. We're just worried that having the furniture there will make it a really inviting space and people are going to want to cross the road to visit it and we can't allow that. And we're like, people are already crossing the road there. Like, that's the reason we wanted to put the park where it is, because people are already walking there. He's like, yeah, so that's why we're going to put a fence up. And it just infuriates me because of all the financial contributions that council could do, they are literally erecting a barrier for our project. Like, a literal, like, could there be a bigger metaphor than that?
Yeah, so basically, I don't know about you, but it feels very condescending to me, and it feels like the entire point of this project is to empower youth, and it almost feels like we're disempowering youth. A little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Well,
maybe
I
not
feel
quite.
totally disenfranchised right now. I want to join a gang and smash windows and shit like that, but I just, like, it's so depressing. I've had like the worst day. I've wanted to cry. This has just been so stressful, and we're 2 days away, and we're pretty much being told, yeah, the 400 liters of water you just filled up into your barrel, you've got to empty them. You've got to remove the water barrels. You can't run your social experiment.
And they're basically holding us hostage because then they won't...
Then they won't approve the permit for the launch event.
No, not permit for the road closure. For the road closure. So it's kind of like hostage. We need to do this within 2 days or else we don't get the road closure. Anyway, I think that's it. Wait.
Snap poll for the audience. Should we go to the CEO? Should we go to council? Should we be those kind of community members?
I think we need to go higher up. It'd be really fun. Anyway, so this has been very cathartic for us. It's to update you guys because we've been pretty quiet and just kind of show you guys that, we're actually trying to do things.
And we're like super depressed now.
But we're not that depressed.
We're staying
got to end this on a happy note. But
come to our launch event on Friday. It may happen.
It'll happen.
It will happen.
It's gonna be food.
And there'll be music. We've got live musicians and local young musicians.
I really like that.
Cool.
Bye.